Ndabenhle Simelane is a hardworking farmer who lives with his 2 wives and 10 children in the Manzini region of Swaziland. He breeds chickens and plants crops on this plot of land that he inherited from his father. Today he is welcoming Mazwi Dlamini, an agricultural extension officer with the Ministry of Agriculture, who is on a routine visit to monitor the progress of Ndabenhle's crops as well as assess his needs. Ndabenhle is a recent beneficiary of the Household Climate Smart market-led fruit and vegetable production project. Under this pilot program, the farmers are encouraged to plant fruit trees together with their crops and vegetables. Ndabenhle's garden is still in its infancy and his trees are less than a year old. His hope is that within a few years, his field will flourish in full maturity.
I received 7-8 trees, and to my place here there was some space already for planting, so I added 6, which meant 84. I'm planting maize, lychees, cowpeas, pumpkins, and some beans. If these lychees can grow and produce some fruits, I will sell them to Nampo and Manzini meat market.
Swaziland, like all the other countries in southern Africa, has suffered successive droughts for a few years, the current one having been induced by the El Niño phenomenon. According to Ndumiso Masimula, an agriculture expert with the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, FAO, supporting farmers in the production of fruit trees together with vegetables is very advantageous, especially during the dry seasons.
Well, trees in general, they can stand better the dry conditions compared to maize and their other field crops. They can stay longer without even irrigation. So the trees that we are bringing in is more of an agroforestry kind of an approach, whereby we are trying to make sure that farmers have food even during the dry seasons.
This robust horticulture program is being implemented by the Ministry of Agriculture in collaboration with FAO and the National Agricultural Marketing Board of Swaziland, NAMBOARD. Demonstration plots were planted at NAMBOARD so that farmers like Ndabenhle can see the results of a field with mature fruit trees planted together with vegetables. The main aim of this project is to achieve food security as well as increase the nutritional status of households who would otherwise not have access to a balanced diet due to low fruit production in Swaziland.
We mainly rely on imports when it comes to fruits and vegetables. It's mainly imports from South Africa. So that's the main reason. And also the issue of the nutritional status. Most of our households are not food secured because of they can't produce enough for them to eat apart from selling, just to eat. You find that a household goes for maybe a month without the fruit.
Being able to harvest during drought as well as getting proper nutrition are just some of the reasons this project was started. Poverty reduction was the main emphasis, and this is being done by linking farmers to reliable markets.
From the onset, FAO involved NAMBOARD in terms of the crop selection, crop combinations, and also the types of farmers that can be selected. Firstly, it was putting up the issues of farm inputs, including seedlings, and fruit tree seedlings, to make sure that farmers get good quality, because that's what determines what comes out in terms of the produce.
NAMBOARD has a market in Matsapa, Gabeni, under Manzini region, where produce collected from the farmers is sorted, graded, and packaged in smaller quantities to be sold to hundreds of vendors like Sibongile.
Kuyinto ngiyenda onke malanga kuvuka ekseni ngite NAMBOARD ngitothatha tamatisi ngijike ngibiyele emakethe lenkulu kaManzini.
The market opens at 6 a.m. every day, and by 8 a.m. most of the produce has been sold out.
Normally in tomatoes we're selling about 150 a day. So also green pepper, we're selling about 80 crates.
Ngithenge 12 amatamatisi namuhla ngihlale ngawathengi emhleni namhla ngithenge kancane abita 1080 rand.
Thanks to the project, farmers like Ndabenhle can now not only ensure a balanced diet for their families, but they can also sell their produce at ready-made markets and generate income as well.
The fact that fruits and vegetables bring in money, that alone, the higher incomes provide resilience for households when bad times fall, whether it be floods or it be drought. So this project is directly contributing also to building resilience at community and household level in Swaziland.
I would advise the young generation to take farming as a priority, because in farming you are self-employed. First you are self-employed, and in farming you don't wait for the month end to earn some income.